Whether you're a small business, okay, no, scratch that. We all big businesses. We all gonna be big businesses. So all in all, if you're a big business, having customer service is top tier.
What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Natali.
I'm DeMarco.
And today we are back with another episode of Topic Thursday. And I think today's topic is going to get juicy. That's what I think.
It's gonna get personal.
Yeah, so before we get started, we want to remind you guys to check out our website. We are dropping these t-shirts today. So make sure you go check them out. They are our future millionaire. And so I know you always got something to say about the quotes.
Okay, so as far as future millionaire, we all need to manifest being a millionaire. You need to visualize yourself in that millionaire standpoint. Like, visualize whoever you are right now. If you're Natali, say, I'm Natali the millionaire. Like, you have to visualize, you have to manifest it. So why not why not speak into existence through a t-shirt?
Yep. So again, make sure you go check out our website, and then we do have a promo code on our website as well, which is Save 15. So all you have to do is just enter the promo code when you're checking out, and you'll get 15% off your entire purchase. So make sure y'all go check it out. But today's topic is,
does bad customer service ruin your business?
So come on, I want to hear what you got to say. So you can go first. So usually I'd be ready to talk, but I think today I want to let you go first, because I got a lot to say. So I'm gonna make sure that I talk fast too when I'm talking. So come on.
Okay, so how about this? I'll give a point, and then you just kind of feed off of it.
Okay.
So I would say yes, most definitely, because your customers are who you're working for. And what you do for them, the experience you give them, the way you treat them, the timeliness of the business that you're giving, all of that matters. Whether it doesn't matter if you have, I know a restaurant in Little Rock, they have good wings. I feel like we have a lot of places in Little Rock that have good wings, but they specifically have good wings. But their customer service is terrible. You can never get anybody on the phone. You can't go in there without them having a stanky attitude. Like, it's never a perfect service. And you may wait forever. Like, it's just like, I can barely get you on the phone, so now I got to come up there.
Yeah.
When I get up there, you got to have an attitude. And then I got to wait for a long time too. Come on now, something got to give. And so that, just in itself, customer service, and me, I don't go there because for that reason specifically. Like, there's other good wing places, and so you need it's honestly, I feel like with customer service, people may get to the point to where they feel like that they do good products or they put out good products, whatever it may be, and they feel like that it don't matter, like the people gonna come regardless. Nah, it don't work that way. I don't go
up there either for that. I know who you're talking about, and I don't go up there either for that same reason.
Because if I can't call you, or if I'm answering the phone and it's a busy line, and then I get up there and I see you're watching the phone ring. You know, and so it's just like,
did they close down? Huh? Or we're going to close down?
They were saying they was going to close down, and they opened a GoFundMe. Yeah.
So that's one good example. And okay, so I agree with you 100%. You know, like you said, treating your customers good because they're the ones that are keeping you in business. I completely understand. But when you're in the service industry, like myself and like yourself, these customers are making it hard for us. They make it hard. They make it real challenging. I'd be about to tell them square up sometimes. And you know, like And even though they make it so hard, like you still have to maintain that professional, that professionalism. You
Always.
have you can't let them. Yeah, they can't get you out of character. That's exactly what I was gonna say. But it can be very challenging because, especially for example, like in the beauty industry, like there's people out here for example, the girl that I go for my makeup sometimes, she has her rules, and there's strict rules, and there's like a whole few paragraphs of rules that you have to read. Now, when I first booked, I was like, damn, like this is a lot, but that's how you keep a business running smoothly. Like they know, like you don't play.
You put control over.
Exactly. Like, I know like she don't play, so I need to make sure that I get there 20 minutes before my appointment, because when my time hit, I need to be knocking on the door, And so it's like, as a customer, it may seem like a lot, but as a business owner, like I understand, like, because even whenever I first went to her, I was like, okay, this is what I have to, this is what I need to be doing. And so I feel like, honestly, to make sure that you can provide that good customer service, you have to make sure that even though we're small businesses, I feel like just like any other business, like Walmart, any big business, you have to set your rules and policies and stuff from the very beginning. That way, your customers, that way your customers know, like, okay, how far can I go with her?
Exactly.
Whether,
But also, I'm sorry to cut you off, but also I feel like that setting that foundation will push the bad customers away, because they may be the negative patties. They'd be like, I ain't doing all that. Who she thinks she is? Who he think he is? So it's just kind of like, okay. I definitely don't, didn't want that energy into my business anyway, because I feel like to a certain point, it's like, yes, customer service is critical because you want those returning customers. That's what I was talking about today. Like, just as far as when we're shipping out our teas, like, are we providing that experience that caters to the customer as well, and not just, they're ordering this shirt and then it's like, okay, like, thank you, here's your shirt.
Yeah, like I feel like we definitely need to come up with something to when they open it, it's like, oh wow, like let me take a picture of it, because I feel like even for me, like say like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, like look at how they package their stuff. So it's like anytime you buy something,
you're paying for the box, you're paying for the wrap.
Yeah, so like anytime you buy something from them, like you want to like take a picture because it just looks so good. And so I feel like we definitely need to, of course we talked about this already, so that's one thing that we need to work on.
Be on the lookout. So when you order, the vibe of your order is going to be...
It's going to make you want to snap a picture.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, that, of course, is good customer service as well. But, I don't know, like, I feel like it goes, like, both ways. Like, yes, of course, like, as a business owner, like, no matter how big or small your business is, like, you have to have good customer service. But like I said, you have to make sure that you set those standards from the very beginning, because if not, that's how... people get put in the situation like I'm in today. I mean, of course, everything, but just to give everybody a little rundown, because I feel like this is something that other people may struggle with, I guess. And so, okay, so just, I guess I'll talk to them. So, okay, so I've been doing nails for 10 years. And from the very beginning, I had like a few little policies like on the back of my price list, but I don't think obviously nobody read them, because nobody ever do any of them, which I feel like is my fault, because I never really enforced them. I feel like I've always been too nice, to the point where if somebody's like, oh girl, I'm sorry I overslept, or hey, I'm sorry I can't make it for whatever reason, and I'm always just like, oh, it's okay, I'll let you, when I get home, I'll let you know what I have available, and I'll which to them, yeah, okay, girl, that's fine. And so it's like, to them, they know, like, shit, if I cancel you know,
It's gonna be
next
cool.
time
She
I
just
cancel,
gonna
it's cool. You know,
reschedule.
she gonna
Uh-huh.
reschedule me. But for me, like, yeah, sometimes it's like, okay, you know, it's cool. Like, you know, I get to sleep in. But now that we're like on a strict schedule,
Yes.
like it's really throwing me off. So
Yes.
it's like, okay, like now I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Like now I feel disrespected because I feel like I'm being like, you know, they're running over me.
So
But
now I
it's
need some more money because, or now I need some money, period, because not only are you inconveniencing me, it's like now
You're
you're
wasting
even
my
more,
time.
yeah, you're wasting my time and you're more of an inconvenience
Yeah.
because now I have to try to fit you in
Yeah.
on my, if I have clients that comes 2 weeks apart, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. So now when you was on this week, now I got to try to fit you in on next week's. And so now, you know, I'm overlapping or I'm having to
Yeah.
do 3 clients in a day or 2 clients, you know.
And I feel like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I love my clients. Like,
Right,
I
exactly,
have
for sure.
a great relationship with all of my clients, but I feel like it's
You said
been,
what?
huh?
No.
But I feel like, I don't know, like, I guess I've been too nice to where I haven't really just put my foot down when it comes to the business side. I feel like we all just, you know, like we're, you know, friends, you know, they started off as clients and then they just became friends. And so it's like, oh, it's cool, girl, you know, don't worry about it. Or like I don't think I've ever just charged anybody my late fee or my rescheduling fee, like never. And so having that, you know, starting off with a good policy, like if I would have like enforced my policy, I wouldn't be having
Right.
these
And if you
problems,
have
you
a
know.
policy, stand on it.
Exactly. And so that's definitely one thing that people need to do in order to just have their business run a lot smoother for sure. And so I feel like that's where I feel. So me, you know, taking a break from doing nails and me wanting to rebrand and do everything that I'm about to do, I think it's just my fault. You know, I don't like, yeah, you know, maybe it was a little bit on their part for being, I guess you can say, inconsiderate, but at the same time it was me because I never put my foot down and said, this is my business and I'm gonna run this business, you know, this way. Like, I mean, I guess I thought about it, but I just never did it. And so I guess I would say, you know, anybody that's starting a small business, like, don't be scared to set those policies, set those rules, and just set those standards for your clients. And if your clients can't abide by the rules, like, that's not your intended audience. Like,
Right,
it's
for
plenty
sure.
of people, just like, you know, with me, like, I'm gonna go up on my prices, and just like I told my clients, you know, like, if like everybody is welcome to come back once I, you know, change my prices, set new policies. Like everybody is welcome to come back. But if you just feel like, okay, you're no longer the nail tech for me because I can't afford to, you know, pay those prices, then that just means that I'm just not the nail tech for you.
Right. That's
and
just
so,
like
you know,
Gucci.
no bad
Like
blood, no
Gucci,
nothing.
Gucci is for people who have money and people that want to look like they have money. And so that's why their prices are their prices, because they put themselves on their pedestal. And like you said, like when you buy Gucci, like you get a nice bag or you get a box or, you know, like it's the experience of buying something that's designer or, you know, it's like as customer service or as your business, it's like you give them that experience. If they want a nice design with bling and stuff, you can deliver that. You're not limited to no certain design or anything like that. So
Yeah, so I definitely feel like I think that would be my number one advice, that if you're a small business owner, you have to make sure that you set the standards for your clients,
for sure,
because that's how you'll keep your business running smoothly. And I'm speaking from experience.
Right.
So
and being a small business, period, you're already on a low pedestal until you grow yourself. And so it's like customer service is one of the biggest things that you have to have as a growing business. Like, I just don't understand, like, that's why we have so many entrepreneurs that tries to do everything on their own, because when we try to do business with other small businesses, it's like we
I forgot all about that.
For one, communication is poor. If I paid you for a service, me personally, I feel like that communication should be intact. That's almost like if somebody purchases a shirt and we accidentally somehow
ran out of the vinyl,
it was out of stock.
Yeah.
We're going to reach out to you and let you know, like, hey, so sorry for the inconvenience, but we ran out of vinyl, but the shipment should be in tomorrow, and we'll get your shirt sent out as soon as possible. That type of communication has to be there, because as a client, if I'm waiting on a shirt and it says if I tell you it'll be here in 5 days and it's been over a week, me as a client, it's like, okay, when I get my shirt, that's cool, but I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's why customer service is important, because the experience that you give people will be the reason that they come back. Not because you have good quality things, but the experience and the personality and the genuineness in your business has to come with that, because it's plenty of people out there with good products. No matter what you do, I don't care. You're not the only person in the world that does t-shirts. You're not the only person in the world that sells wings. Like, at some point...
You must be hungry. You steady talking about wings.
Wings sound good right now. Wings sound real good. But I'm just saying, as far as like, okay, so that, for instance, we paid a guy to come fix our lawnmower. We paid him. The day he came out and checked it, he told us what we was gonna need. He told us the parts he was gonna have to order. We like, okay, cool. We paid him. Then, okay, so first time you had a family emergency, cool.
I think it's been 2 family emergencies, to be honest. Because he was supposed to come to look at it, and then he said he couldn't make it because he had an emergency. And then he showed up. Remember, he showed up without letting us know. That wasn't the first time he was supposed to come. I don't think I ever told you about that.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, so you had a family emergency, cool, we completely understand. But at the same time, I feel like that, yes, life happens, but you still have a business to run. Okay, so all he needed to do was order the parts. That's like 5 minutes. And if you have a business, sometimes you have to put those emotions away. I mean, because we don't know what it was. Yeah. And so you could have stopped those 5 minutes and ordered the parts, or as soon as you got back, ordered the parts, because you say they sent you the wrong belt, and so now we gotta wait for you to send the belt back. Then the belt come back, and in between this time we hear nothing. There's no in between
unless we say something.
Unless we message you, there's no in between communication. Like, you're not reaching out saying, I'm so sorry for, you haven't said period that you're sorry for any inconvenience.
Okay, and then so like, you know, he offers a whole bunch of other business, bunch of other services. So that too, like, I feel like you're like having bad customer service takes away from your talent, you know, or not necessarily takes away from your talent, but it's like, I don't care how good you are at what you do. If you don't have good customer service, I'm not coming back.
Personality I'm not. Is everything. Personality is everything. You can be an amazing talent at whatever your expertise may be, but if people don't like, I mean, because I feel like customer service runs with who you are, and who you are as a person, because customer service to me are morals. And so if you don't have that mannerable, because to me it's all mannerable, it's all manners. Like it to me it's like, if I owe someone, if I have someone's money,
I need to hurry up.
Someone's money,
because
I would almost feel bad that it's taking so long.
But not even just that, it's too many people out here scamming. And so at this point, I feel like you scammed me. Like, you out here just scamming people. So I'm just thinking, like, okay, how many other people have you done this to? Like, came out to their place, looked at, you know, whatever you're supposed to be looking at, and then took their money, and then not necessarily ghosted them, but just gave them like the bare minimum communication. Like, and so it's like, dude, like, it's so much going on in this world. Like, don't, you know, like, just let us know what's going on, and that's it. And I feel like a lot, and you know, like, we see this a lot on like Facebook, you know, just social media period, where people are complaining about stylists, you know, just business people that are
Customer
either
service, their
yes, it's
experience at a
always a
business
customer
or-
service thing. And like it's been times where I go and like, you know, just me being not even me being messy, but just being nosy, like let me go see, you know, like who are they talking about? And I go look, and their work looks great, you know, but just knowing that their customer service is bad, I just know like, okay, I know not to do any business with them.
Right.
And so I think for sure customer service will literally break or make or break a business.
Right. It can definitely, like, honestly, I feel like there's some people, like, you may not be even at a pedestal to where your products are top tier yet. But that your customer service could sell products.
It don't matter how big or small your business is. I mean, look at these companies like, say, remember like H&M, they had them t-shirts that were offensive. And I feel like, I mean, that's
Yeah,
customer
people
ser-
swear they was gonna
right.
stop shopping at H&M and
But not even just that, but it's like, you know, it could, you know, just based on your customer service, like it don't matter how big or small you are, like people will literally stop.
I'm sure potentially they lost people.
Yeah, I'm sure they did
Yeah.
a lot, you know. And so it's like no matter how big or small you are, like it will, having bad customer service will affect your business
sure.
in some way,
Yes, it don't
shape
matter
or form, for sure.
Literally, like it's customer service is top tier. So
And-
would you, as far as running a business, would you put customer service? This is going back into other topics. Would you put customer service on a pedestal of patience
Oh yes.
or discipline?
I mean, it definitely take like, I feel like once you go into business, like just having good customer service comes with having patience.
Do you feel
like
customer service needs to be there first? Because patience,
Yes.
I feel like that's something that you will grow forever and forever
Yeah.
and forever. But customer service, like I said, I
It-
feel like that's something that's morals.
I mean, I feel like they go hand in hand. Like, yes, customer service would be up here and then patience is here. Because you, like, okay, so, like, for example, like, say somebody texts you, you know, about training, you know, and you have all of your, you know, information on your social media, your website, and it just says, you know, if you want to book, go to my website. And then somebody messages you and say, hey, I'm trying to book a session. And to you, it's like, did you not see that I stated to go to my website to book a session?
And either
You know,
I
and
can
so it's
say,
like you
did
have
you
to,
not see
Exactly.
that? Or I can say, hi, you know, like, thank you for reaching out.
Yes.
But, you know, unfortunately, or I wouldn't even, honestly, I would just tell them the information that they ask.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, but in
then
the back
say,
of your
check out
mind,
my
you be
website.
like, you know, like,
Right, exactly.
you know, like I didn't just write that for nothing. Like,
Yes.
and so it's like, I feel like everybody is kind of like that. Like my lash tech
Yes.
yesterday, like she had a situation like that where it's like, I mean, I put all my information on there. Like, why are you asking me these
Yes.
questions? But like, you
Customer
have to
service
have,
is knowing how to turn that switch off.
Yes,
when
for
you
sure.
feel like that you want to explode.
Like you can do it, you know, to yourself,
Yes.
but when you text, you still have to keep that good customer
Yes.
service and that professionalism,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes, for sure. Because at the end of the day, believe it or not, one customer could blow your business up. They could put you on blast if I feel like if you let one customer.
I just stared at the camera, but I was trying to make sure. They probably like, what's she looking at? But I literally was like trying to look at to see if it was recording.
Oh.
But no, sorry to cut you off, but yes, with the way social media is right now, it's like like all businesses, not even just small businesses, all businesses are walking on thin ice.
Man.
Because the minute anybody bash you,
put the credentials
Yes.
in the air, like they got DMs of you saying, you know, like you said something to them, but they may block that out. But they gonna show you
Exactly.
going the hell off
Yes.
on that post, you know,
Yes.
just whoop whoop, like, and so you have to be careful.
yes, like
have to. You have
like
to.
you
No matter how they can have you on edge, like about to fall off this table,
Yes.
but you just you have to keep your
and you know,
composure.
like it don't matter how good you are at what you do. It don't matter how, like, you can be the best person in the world that does whatever it is that you do. But the minute somebody blasts you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything, like bad reviews or bad stuff goes what am I trying to say? It spreads a lot faster than good things.
Yes.
I feel like, you know, sometimes when,
because that's gonna get millions of views.
Yes.
It's gonna get thousands of shares.
Because people
and
know
then
see. People
other
know
platforms
see.
gonna post it. Shade Room, Spiritual World, whatever those other platforms are. As far as just like literally like just putting. I feel like that those platforms like just putting.
They be messy.
Negativity out there. And people
like they want people to.
Yes, people bite it. And I mean, as far as, I mean, yes, if somebody has bad customer service, I would want to know too.
Yeah.
And because it's like, I just don't want that experience.
Yeah.
Just because I know that when just dealing with somebody's attitude as far as a business, like as far as like with a business, like you lucky I'm hungry right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these wings right now. But when I leave, this is the last of me.
Cause I feel like
I don't care how good they are.
I mean, cause that's what anybody, like I said, you know, like the negative stuff gets a lot further than good stuff. Because say I go somewhere, say I go to the wing place and they're like, oh, like I've been wanting to try this place, like how is it? I'm be like, oh, it's good, but they don't ever answer the phone, you know, like I'm gonna just say, oh, they're good, but they don't never answer the phone. They always rude. When you go up there, they take all day. And so like I don't know why we're wired up to be that way, but point
because it's like, it's not that I feel like it's not that we're being negative. It's just that,
but it's like I'm paying my money.
Yes, we're paying for this product, and so we feel like that you should be appreciative of us paying. We want to when we pay for something, we want to feel appreciated. We want to feel like you appreciate our business, like especially like a small business, a bigger business. It doesn't matter, like. Hell, even if I get something from Gucci online, they gonna send an email saying thank you for your purchase.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's like, who are you for me to go to this wing place and I buy my wings and you got an attitude? Or I ordered a shirt or I ordered a T-shirt and my T-shirt had a discrepancy, and when I message you about my shirt that I paid for, you get an attitude with me.
Right.
You know, it's like. Excuse me? You know what? I'll keep my shirt with my discrepancy, but you don't have to worry about my business. You're thinking, okay, well, forget them. I don't need them. But you have to think that, like, word of mouth. Word of mouth goes a long way.
And yes, that's exactly what I was just thinking about. Like, having good customer service is, because I feel like no matter what industry you're in, having, you know, keeping those clients or people steady coming and buying from you and making you money is what you want. It don't matter if you're in the beauty industry, it don't matter if you're in the retail industry, it don't matter what type of business you're in. What you want is repeat customers. Like you don't want, you know, like of course we appreciate those people that come and purchase one time, because at the end of the day we're still making money from it. But we want those repeat customers, and that customer service is what is going to keep them coming. And then not even just, you know, like not even just like, I don't know, like communication and stuff like that. But I know, like for me with my clients, like from the very beginning when I was taking new clients, my biggest thing was I always make them feel comfortable. Like I always wanted them, and I guess maybe they just got too comfortable. They got too comfortable. But, you know, like my thing was I want them to feel comfortable to where, you know, they want to keep coming to me. And so, like, I made them feel so comfortable. Now we all friends.
Right.
You know, now we're all friends. Which, you know, like I said, don't get me wrong.
Customers, 9 times out of 10, depending on what business you're in, if it's a personal business, as far as doing nails or me, as far as being a trainer, that's more personal. So I feel like that a lot of the times you will become friends with those people because you spend so much time with them.
But then at the same time, it's like, making, you know, like even though say I make them feel too comfortable to the point where they're like comfortable enough to, you know,
Overstep
cancel.
boundaries.
Yes, exactly. It's like when I go up on my prices, guess what? Most likely they still gonna come back because for one, you know, my work is good,
Exactly.
and then, you know, like my customer service is so good, and like, you know, like not like out of everybody that I text, nobody had anything bad to say. Like
Yes.
everybody was supportive of my decision.
Correct.
Everybody congratulated me for my decision that I made.
Yes.
And even though I was kind of like, you know, like I was skeptical about sending it, after, you know, I sent it and everybody was like sending me all these texts and just congratulating me, and like because for one, they know that this is something that I've been wanting to do, and so, you know, they were genuinely like happy for me. So, you know, it made me feel good, like, okay, maybe my clients ain't all that bad. But like I said, you know, just because of how good of customer service I provided for the last 10 years, like I know that, you know, they're most likely gonna come back. And so that just goes to show how, you know, customer service would take you a long way.
For sure. So all in all, whether you're a small business, okay, no, scratch that. We all big businesses. We all gonna be big businesses. So all in all, if you're a big business, having customer service is top tier. Top tier. We cannot stress that. It's top tier.
Yeah.
There's no in between. There's no discussion.
Like, even when y'all be wanting to cuss these people out, even when they get on your last nerve, even when they ask you the same question 365 times, you have to even, like, you cuss, you know, you
Yes.
sit there and cuss all day,
Yes.
cuss
Put the
at your
phone down and
phone,
walk
right?
out. Like-
Yes, take a deep breath, you
Yes.
know, have you a little drink.
Yes.
But when you text them people back, you need to make sure you text them like you got some sense.
Yes, for sure.
Because if not, you're going to lose some money.
For sure.
And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
But that's why we got into entrepreneurship. We can handle it.
Yeah.
And we have to. So I think that's
was a
pretty
good
much wrap it up.
conversation.
That was
It was
good.
a good. Come on.
That was
Cheers.
good. So
Yeah.
to top that off, customer service. Customer service, customer service. It is a must. There is
That's
no
literally
bargain.
what will make or break your business. It don't
Yes.
matter how good you are. I think I've said
It
that
does not
plenty of
matter.
times. It don't matter if you're the #1 stylist, or
It
trainer,
does not
nail
matter.
tech. It don't matter how good you
It
are.
does not matter. Think about how many.
Yeah.
Think about how many men that may have cheated on their girlfriend and they was famous together, and so then they had to go their separate ways. A lot of the times, the woman becomes a lot more successful than the man does, and that's because to me that's customer service. Because, well, it's more so image, but it's a customer's opinion.
We got off topic real
Okay.
quick.
We're gonna wrap it up then.
Look,
We gonna wrap.
I don't know where you was taking this. I mean, I kind of.
Well, I'm just saying as far as
I guess
to me-
because women have like that better like communication. No, I wouldn't even say
No,
that. Never mind. We
I'm just saying as far as, okay, so if you're a couple and you have a business
Uh-huh.
together, something that they look at y'all's business as y'all.
Uh-huh.
And so once you break that, that's like breaking your customers because breaking that customer service, because it's like, why would you do that? You know, so now like customers don't want to support you because of, you know, the person you are. So that falls back on customer service, because to me, again, like I said, customer service are morals. Customer service is more so who you are and not what you do.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? I said customer service is not who you are, it's what you do as a person.
Preach.
You know? We're gonna wrap this up though.
Okay, yes, because you're getting off subject. Anyways, y'all, so I think this was definitely a great conversation.
Yes, for sure.
I think
A
a lot of
much-needed
people would be able
conversation.
to relate for
Yes, for
sure.
sure.
Like, for sure.
Yes.
But before we go,
This for all the people out there with the attitudes, with the bad attitudes.
Yes,
but
put
want to
your-
run a business.
yes.
You have to
turn
put that
that
aside.
attitude off, please.
You have to. You can't say that's just who I am. You're gonna be broke forever.
Yo.
And that's just real. You're going to be broke forever. You're going to have to change that mentality of that's just who I am. Change to be the person that's rich as hell.
Yes, but yeah.
So that'll finish it up.
So just a reminder to make sure that you go check out our website. Like I said at the beginning, these shirts are being released today. Our Future Millionaire. We have the pink and we have the nude for the guys. Or, I mean, they're both unisex,
yeah, they're both
you know.
unisex. I mean, guys wear pink too, right?
Yeah, of course. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you hit the little bell wherever it is so you are notified every time that we post. And we will see you guys next time.